Hello, I'm Stanter, and welcome to Let's Learn Stellaris. I've heard about this game loosely. Seems like some sort of sci-fi. I don't know if it's grand strategy or 4 acts or exactly, so I'm curious about it. And so I'm going to learn and see if I can figure out how this game works without having to use, I don't know, like video tutorials or something. Do I have a tutorial in here? Okay, this is not immediately screaming tutorial at me. Let's see. Settings. Play. Tutorial. Full. Well, that sounds good. Okay, well, let's just try a new game and see if that works. Now, I'm not going to really know what I'm looking at with all of these, so this is going to... This is an election every 10 years. Select a new ruler. Democratic governments have regular elections where all citizens can vote. Yeah, that would be what a democracy would be. Let's see. This society is shining big from light. Sea of darkness. Liberty and individual freedoms are held in the highest regard here. Increases monthly unity. And base increased happiness. Xenophile, so... Increased opinion for other species. Cannot use no refugees species policy. Cannot enslave entire species. Cannot displace aliens. Boost trade and... I guess diplomatic influence upkeep decreases how expensive diplomacy is to upkeep. And fanatic egalitarian. Allows utopian living standards. That sounds pretty good. Increases faction influence gain. Okay. And specialist output. Okay, and then it's human. So humans apparently are adaptive. So increases habitability. I don't know what any of this means yet. So nomadic, population growth from immigration plus 15% resettlement costs. Okay, so it's cheaper to resettle. Wasteful. I mean, that's not wrong. Okay. So, no concept of frugality and are prone to useless consumption. Okay. Some flavor stuff, that's nice. So then we have the Commonwealth of Man. Military dictatorship. Okay. Nationalistic zeal, strong sense of nationalistic pride. And it's the same human properties, which makes sense. War exhaustion gain. So it makes war-related things cheaper. And improves ship commanders and admiralty stuff. Okay. Okay. Can use the no retreat war doctrine. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna go with good old, I don't know, Federation. I've been watching Star Trek TNG, so I don't know. This smells a little bit like what the Federation is supposed to be. Okay, sure, we'll go with medium. That's fine. I'm not really looking for that. Okay. I don't know what any of these things mean. Is Ensign the lowest difficulty? No, I'm not doing Grand Admiral. Let's do Cadet, because I don't know what I'm doing yet. So I want to make this easier for myself. That's probably how I'll generally play it anyway. Okay, so let's go ahead and just do this. I don't know what I'm doing, but that's because I don't know this game yet, so we're going to try to learn it. And I like their busy icon of planets orbiting a sun. That's pretty cool. Outer one is booking it. Okay, so we got a bunch of stuff going on. Much has happened since modern humans first emerged in Africa some 200,000 years ago. Our kind spread rapidly across most of the globe, and soon the first civilization took form. Scientific progress has been swift, though not without cost. Wars claimed millions of lives even before the atom was tamed, and the turmoil of the 21st century saw the mandate of the United Nations gradually expanded in an effort to create stability. By the early 22nd century, the supranational, organization had become a de facto world government. Though some still resent the power wielded by the UN, as evidenced during the Mauritanian police action of 88, you can deny... Yeah, which 88 though? 2088 probably. You can deny the technological breakthroughs that have come out of its sponsored research programs. With the recent completion of the first true starships, mankind is about to embark on a new era of space exploration.
Good day, Madam President. I am Veer, a prototype synthetic intelligence. My job is to offer advice and assistance as we seek our destiny among the stars.
Okay, and I can change the tutorial level anytime. Well, I need to know everything. Yes.
An excellent decision. You will have my full support.
Thank you.
Building a star empire can be a daunting task. To help get things started, I will be providing instructional missions that cover the basic steps necessary to establish ourselves as a successful interstellar power.
Okay, cool. So the first mission is to fully survey a neighboring star system. I have added it as an entry to the situation log. To access it, you can click on the situation log button in the left section of the top bar. That's government. Okay, that's resources. Looks like. So this is energy credits. Energy credits is an energy-backed currency accepted by all spacefaring races. You can gain more energy by doing stuff that makes energy. Mining stations are energy-rich planets or stars. Okay, so this is just generic money, it looks like. Minerals. Okay. So this is an abstraction of things like iron and titanium and whatever else. Gold. Okay. Food is probably food. Consumer goods is an advanced resource that represents the various gadgets, luxuries, and goods necessary to give your pops a good life and to perform intellectual jobs such as research. Okay. Alloys are advanced resources with military application, which we need to construct ships and star bases. We can gain more by building alloy foundries. Okay, so this is kind of an advanced form of minerals. Influence represents political clout and is used for many things like enacting edicts, making claims, building outposts, and dealing with factions. The gain rate remains fairly constant throughout the game, but can be increased by winning support of factions in our empire and declaring other empires your rivals. Okay. And unity is used to unlock new traditions. We can increase our output by building Autochthon monuments or other buildings that provide jobs which produce unity. Cool. Then this is research. Okay, so there's physics research, society research, and engineering research. Don't know quite what those different things are yet. Okay, and then this is volatile motes, exotic gases, rare crystals, living metal. That sounds dangerous. Zro, whatever that is, dark matter, and nanites. Okay, so these are probably... So my frame of reference is primarily Civ 5, because that's a 4X game that I've played to any sort of degree, and a little bit of, like, Galactic Civilizations 3, but from a while ago, because I haven't played that in a while. So, these smell like luxury resources to me, but I don't actually know. Okay, so this is stuff with Empire Size. Okay. Then I have a cap about how big it is. Okay, we do not suffer any penalties. Empire Size is measurement of territories. Cool. Okay, this tells me how many systems I own. Empire colonies. Population. That's some sort of abstraction. We can effectively support a total of 3 upgraded star bases. Outposts do not count towards this cap. Exceeding your starbase capacity will cause your starbases to have an increased upkeep cost. The starbase capacity is increased by your number of pops and owned systems, and also by certain technologies and traditions. I really am curious to see how they do starbases. I really like the idea of starbases. It's something that I'm quite fond of. The Verkosgan Saga is a sci-fi series that I've really enjoyed, and starbases, like space stations, I'm guessing that's the same thing, are important locations in that series, and it's really made me fascinated with the idea ever since. So, and then naval capacity. So this is going to be for our ships, and we get additional amount because of their difficulty level. So, senior naval capacity will cause your ships to have an increased upkeep cost. Okay, what I like about this is both of these are saying, hey, look, you can go above your cap, but you have downsides for going above your cap. Okay, so this is going to give me research stuff. So I don't know where the F2
The
thing...
situation log displays a list of all currently available special projects and various other points of interest. New items will likely appear as we begin exploring the galaxy.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay, so President Dolores Muwanga was elected on a platform of expanding human urban centers by constructing at least 2 additional city districts. Reward at end of term, 6 months worth of unity. Okay. Okay, so we need to explore our neighboring star systems. To do this, select our science ship, either by clicking on the ship itself or by selecting the vessel in the outliner. Then click on the survey button in the fleet interface, open the galaxy map, and select a non-surveyed system with a hyperlane connection to our home system. Our science ship will now plot a course to survey all planetary bodies within this system. Okay. So I need to find my science ship and tell it to survey. Okay, so that's the situation log. Contacts, market, planets and sectors, policies.
The Policies tab covers government policies, which have wide-ranging effects on how our empire is run.
Okay, there are often a few possible stances to take for any given policy, though we may be limited by technology as well as our ethos. Cool. I'm not going to worry about that right now.
The Traditions screen displays the tradition trees available to our empire. A tradition tree must first be adopted before any traditions within it can be unlocked.
Okay, and adopting a tradition tree, that's the word A. Being wedged in between the orange stuff, it looked kind of odd at first. Or unlocking a specific tradition costs a certain amount of unity, and the price goes up as we unlock traditions and our empire grows. Yeah, I just thought this was some weird icon of theirs at first for some reason. Okay, so there's expansion. Okay, so I don't have enough things to worry about any of this yet, it looks like. Yeah. Okay, cool. Ship designer, fleet manager, technology. Okay, let's look at our technology.
The technology screen is where we will be directing our research efforts. Technologies are categorized into 3 different fields, with each field typically having 3 available research options.
Okay, we can research technologies without assigning a scientist to the relevant field, but this will take significantly longer and is generally not recommended. Okay. I am curious to see how they do their research in this, because one of the things that... Okay, whenever we finish researching a technology, up to 3 new options will be generated. Okay. One of the things that can frustrate me is... technology is often done as the pacing backbone of these sorts of games, and I would like to have a certain amount of I'd like to basically be able to have any number of research projects going at a time, and it's just spreading my resources across them. So if I focus in on one thing, I can unlock it way faster. I don't know. I'd like to be able to do multiple researches at once more effectively. So I'm glad that this does some amount of that. Okay. Adaptable leader experience gain plus 25%. Okay. Military theory. This leader is, following years of study, considered an expert within the field of military theory. And this leader lives longer. Okay. They all have... Okay. Okay. Okay, so each field has its own set of things. Okay, so physics, global energy management, unlocks building an energy grid, and capacity overload. This edict allows short-term overloading of energy grids, letting power plants across our empire run at increased capacity. Okay. I see. Carefully calibrated grid network, maximize output of power gen. Okay, blue lasers, more powerful than red lasers. These blue variants emit electromagnetic radiation at a wavelength that appears blue or violet to most organics. Okay, so I'm guessing this is a better weapon. Or improved deflector shields. These updated deflector screens are capable of soaking up even more punishment before they overload. Well, I'm going to go with that one. I don't know which is best, but that seems reasonable. Okay. Hyper entertainment forums. Okay, so the cost looks like it's 480 turns, 500 minerals, and 50 gassy things. And then has upkeep. It gives me entertainer jobs. Entertainers turn consumer goods into unity and amenities. Okay. Society research from researchers plus 20%. Okay, I feel like that's probably useful. Afterburners. These powerful thrusters provide additional combat speed but consume a great deal of power. Okay, so that just makes that better. Okay, and this would make certain ships build faster. Well, I feel like more research is generally going to be good. Okay, so where is my...
This is our homeworld and the capital of our empire. The planet's summary screen, which we are currently looking at, provides an overview of the planet's important statistics.
Cool. Okay, so we can see the total number of districts this planet can support, how many pops or population groups or whatever there are living on it, and how much food and other resources it produces and consumes. We can also see if the planet is suffering from low stability and if there is an assigned governor. They are found here. Okay. So right now I have a couple of different things, and I was... Okay, so I have a city district, a generator district, mining district, and an agriculture. Okay, and there's a bunch of different options for building stuff here, but I don't really know enough about that just yet. So, let's see. Okay, middle click to move this around, a couple of unknown directions. Okay, so fleet manager.
In the fleet manager, we can create templates for our military fleets. As our fleets grow in size, these templates make it easier to quickly order replacements for any losses they may have sustained.
Okay, so this is... No orders, yeah, that's fine.
The Leaders tab lets us hire, dismiss, and assign idle governors, scientists, admirals, and generals.
Okay, so it looks like I don't have... I can potentially recruit. I don't think I want to do that yet. Okay, and there's a build queue. Okay, and then there's a ship designer.
Ships in use within our empire are designed here. New hull sizes and components will be unlocked as we research new technologies.
Okay, so right now I've got whatever this is. So I have a Defense platform and a corvette. Okay. It's interesting because there's always these, I feel like a lot of these games have a huge emphasis on customizing your ship configurations, which is, on the one hand, interesting. On the other hand, that's not necessarily what I'm interested in doing with these. So I do appreciate that they have the auto best thing. Okay.
This is our science ship, which is used to survey astronomical objects such as planets in a star system. A planet needs to be surveyed in order to make its resources visible.
Okay. Okay, so if I go look at this says open the galaxy map and select an on-surface system. Okay, cool. Okay, actually, how do I open the galaxy map? Okay, planets and sectors probably.
The planets and sectors screen provides an overview of all our colonized worlds, their POPs, and their resource output. As our empire grows, it will be automatically organized into sectors, which are vital to administering larger empires.
Okay, that makes sense. Sectors can be given resources and told to automatically build and upgrade buildings and districts on their planets. Okay, so that's a way of reducing how much work you're having to do. Cool. Okay, so click on the survey button in the fleet interface, open the galaxy map, and select. Okay, so Earth. Okay. Okay, so these are the things that I have. Okay, I see. Actors map mode. Search. Yeah, I'm in single player games. So like I can't just zoom out for this. So is M? Nope. Yep, there we go. Sure, go over there. Okay, I think... Okay, so it seems like this might be... Yes, okay, cool. I do actually appreciate that this game is real time. Okay. Home system has already been surveyed, so we should focus our efforts elsewhere. With a science ship selected, open the galaxy map. Right-click on a neighboring, neighboring our home system and select survey system. It will now travel to the system and survey all of its planetary bodies. Cool. And then there. Okay. And then this lets me pop over here. Okay, and then my survey ship will go over there. Okay. My income has gone up, so that's good. Cool. I'm going to go back to my system. I feel like... Okay, so I can add district money. Interesting. Okay, so let's close this thing. Mars. Are you able to be colonized? Okay. So currently my mission is just survey over here, Barnards Star. So that's probably what I want to do, is just kind of oh, okay. Has made a startling find on Barnards Star 2. The planet is teeming with alien life. For the first time in history, we have encountered life forms that did not originate on Earth. This amazing discovery has silenced those who believed we were alone in the universe. Although none of the alien creatures found on Barnards Star 2 are sapient, it is likely only a matter of time before we encounter beings that are. Okay, so how's my research going? Research over here? Oh yeah, technology. Okay, so that one's moving more quickly than the other ones. Interesting. The United Nations of Earth is abuzz with news of the alien organisms discovered by the UNS James Cook some time ago. The low evolutionary marvels kindle in the human people a renewed hope of first contact with intelligent beings. Intriguing. Okay, cool. Okay, they're just currently the star. The most common stars in the universe, often referred to as red dwarfs. Their low luminosity means they are difficult to observe with the naked eye from afar. Although they typically have an extremely long lifespan, red dwarfs emit almost no UV light, resulting in unfavorable conditions for most forms of life. Okay, so this would be a place that if we were to try to habitate it, would require theoretically something to overcome that, but molten worlds, frozen worlds, and then a tropical world. Okay. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and end this episode here, and I will start up next time with this having been surveyed. So until then, everyone, take care. Bye-bye.